Dun, 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 dun. Here is some truth today. I want some truth. Here is some truth today. I've got the truth today. Bang, dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the Trews, where I, Russell Brand, the person, analyse the true meaning behind the news. Putin, quite nice, in a paper called Die Press. I wish they bloody would die. I wish they bloody would die. All that propaganda, spellbinding us, all that filth. This is a bit of good Die Press. No, what it is, right, is we speak German, and the word die just means the... Okay, sorry. International New York Times. Hello! Swiss begin to count cost of limiting immigration. Switzerland are interesting people, aren't they? Very progressive drug policy where they allow people to use drugs if they're drug addicts, and now they control it and treat it like it's a health problem, and have had incredible results. But immigration, they don't want no one coming in their little Toblerone land. They're keeping everyone right out. Have a watch. Go on, have a watch. The essence of Britain. The essence of Britain. Made in Switzerland by Brylin. Can't make the essence of Britain in Switzerland, you lunatics. Dum 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 dum. Guides go forth to conquer body fascism. Guides, eh? A badge for guides on body image has been introduced to help girl guides to develop a healthier attitude towards their appearance. I don't think you can solve body image problems by sewing a badge on a jumper. I think it's probably going to require huge cultural shifts. Strict parenting linked to obesity in children. Can't be that strict. Don't let them have no chocolate, greedy little bastards. App promises to find you the perfect pair of shoes. Would you? Will they be perfect? Will they take me back home to Kansas when I click the heels together? Will I feel like I'm walking on air? Will there be cloud boots? Never again will hours be wasted hunting for a new pair of shoes. I don't waste hours hunting for a pair of new shoes that look and feel like your worn out favourites. Pioneering software which mimics the image processing of the brain can do it for you. I'm so glad that we're using technology to plot out neurological routes so we can buy a new pair of shoes. We're going in completely the wrong direction. Now the big news, obviously in our country, England, is that there is a thing called a budget where they tell you to a point what they're going to do with the money you gave them. The briefcase is a meaningless symbol, and as you know, money is a symbol, it's a representative idea. That isn't actually the money, is it? Like a ticket to India is not a journey to India, it's an emblem, it's a promise, it's an icon, it's an idea of a ticket. And the economy itself is a belief system. We choose to believe, okay, that this system works, this is the system we're going to go along with. You lot are telling us it's the best. Doesn't matter whether you're reading this newspaper and you're a lovable old dope, or this one and you're a fierce yellow-fanged old Tory, or this one and you're a lovely cuddly old Liberal, or this one and you're a relatively traditional, tiny bit racist type person. Wherever you get your information, you're getting told that the economy is either yeah or it's you know, it's very narrow parameters that we're discussing. But what about just cancel everyone's debts? Cancel everybody's debts, right? You don't have to pay your mortgage now, you don't have to pay any of your loans back. What? That is unthinkable. Can you imagine the consequences if we were to just start cancelling debt for people, normal people? There are no circumstances under which we would just cancel a load of debt from people because... What do you mean? The banking crisis? Oh yeah, no, we did then, yeah, we just cancelled all the debt, yeah, we just gave them the money. We've lost all this money. Load of them ideas that we had that we told you were good, bundles, mortgages, insurance, them ideas were terrible. They were really good for us actually because we made loads of money. But we're gonna need that money back, otherwise we're gonna capsize the economy, which is an imaginary thing. It doesn't have an actual, literal relationship with any resources or any people. It's a belief system. It's sort of like a poem. It's actually like a pagan god. It's just like a belief. The economy, behold, the economy. The savings revolution. It's not a revolution. A revolution would be if we sliced George's head clean off, popped it in that bag, and then presented it in the same manner. What they're telling you here is that they think you are an idiot. They think we're idiots. Look, Wingo with an exclamation mark. 1, tax on bingo halls half. Thanks, mate. 2 pence for a pint of bitter. Oh, thank you. Is it the bee towels? What? So like they're wondering what to put on the back of the new pound coin, because again, it is a metaphor, it's a symbol, so you can put anything on it. Why don't we put, I don't believe in this silly idea anymore. I'd rather have chocolate coins that I can eat before bedtime. They were delicious. What I will say is these newspapers hate you, and they think you're stupid, and that you don't deserve anything from life, that you should just shut up, go to your home, whether it's a nice modest middle class home, or a nice working class council house, or, you know, I don't know, if you're homeless, they literally do not give a fuck what happens to you. They want you to live a very limited life with very limited horizons. They don't understand the great capacity for human beings. They don't understand how much change is possible. Let me read you something sort of sweet and lovely, make you feel better about life. Some people have asked what this book is called. You'll never know. I'll never tell you. I'll keep this information for myself, and I'll get in control. You'll never know my secret tome. Unconditional happiness is a very high path and a very high technique because it solves everything. You could learn yoga techniques such as meditation and postures. I've done that already, mate. But what do you do with the rest of your life? Oh yeah, that's been a problem. The technique of unconditional happiness is ideal because what you're doing with the rest of your life is already defined. You're letting go of yourself so that you can remain happy. As far as your spirituality goes, you're going to grow very rapidly. A person who actually does this every moment of every day is going to notice the cleansing of their heart. This is because they're not getting involved in stuff that comes up. They're also going to notice the purification of their mind because they are not getting involved in the mind's melodrama. So I say you're getting upset about, I don't know, someone cuts you up like when you're in traffic, or someone bumps into you when you're in the street, or the person you're in love with hurts you. If you learn the technique of letting go of it, of just regarding it as phenomena, regarding your own thoughts as phenomena, your own emotions as phenomena, that you are separate from those things, that these things are ever changing and ever stimulated, but deep within you there is a permanent awareness. It's what this book's telling us. Live in that permanent awareness. Their Shakti, spirit, it's just a word, is going to awaken even if they know nothing about Shakti. These people that make a decision to be happy and to detach. They will come to know a happiness that is beyond human understanding. Yeah, beyond the limited realms of the mind. Because our minds are kind of limited. Only so much can be put into rational, symbolic, vibrational communication or speech. This path solves daily life. And it solves spiritual life. The greatest gift one can give to God is to be pleased with his creation. Now you might be thinking, hold on, do you believe in God? Well, yeah, I do, but I sort of believe in it as a sort of an infinite flow of which we're all part of, which our consciousness is part. And I think that all religious scriptures are just trying to describe this phenomena using metaphor of different types, because it, as I just said a minute ago, it's beyond the comprehension of the human mind. The greatest gift one can give to God is to be pleased with his creation, so we should try and live in gratitude. Do you think that God, this energy, likes to be around people that are happy or people that are miserable? It's not hard to tell. Just think about it by imagining that you're God. I was doing that anyway. You created the heavens and the earth so that you can play and experience yourself. Oh, this energy is, we're a self-realising phenomenon. And now you're dropping down to check on your humans. So God asks the first human he sees, how are you doing? The human says, what do you mean, how am I doing? Well, do you like it here? No, I don't like it here. Why not? What's wrong? That tree is bent in 5 places. I want it to be straight. This person went out with somebody else and that person ran up a $100 phone bill. This person has a nicer car than mine and that person dresses funny. It's just terrible. Plus my nose is too big, my ears are too small, and my toes are weird. I'm not happy with it. I don't like any of it. So God says, well, how about the animals? The animals, the ants and mosquitoes bite you. It's a terrible thing. I can't go at night because there are all these animals out there. They howl and they poop all over the place. I just don't like it. Do you think God, this energy, likes listening to this? He says, what do you think I am? What do you think I am? A complaint department? Then he goes and visits someone else, and again he asks, how are you doing? The person says, I'm ecstatic. God says, wow, well, how do you like things? They're beautiful. Everything I look at just creates waves of joy inside me. I look at a bent tree, and it just blows me away. The ant comes and bites me, and it's just so amazing that a tiny ant could be brave enough to bite a giant like me. Now guess who God's going to want to hang out with? So I suppose if you want to live closer to this infinite force of consciousness, this infinite creativity that brings all phenomena into being, try to be grateful. It's really hard to do it. I'm not saying I don't get all angry and miserable every day about stuff. I do all the time. But we must try to move in that direction. It's harder to move in that direction when you're thinking that the answer could possibly be in a 1-penny tax cut from this this poor ham-faced buffoon. Look at him grinning out from behind his little red briefcase. This stuff is an illusion, it is irrelevant, but it doesn't matter because we can change it whenever we want to. With a trip to Alton Towers, 2 tickets! Whee! Amazing, amazing. This is in fact a more important metaphor, as once explained by the brilliant comedian Bill Hicks. The whole thing is simply a ride. The whole thing is just different forms of fairy tale. Innocence robbed, as represented by this child, their gladiatorial combat of footballers in peacetime, and then this sort of the empire's allocation of resources, an idea as old as civilization, whether it's Hermes, the Greek god who reapportioned Apollo's cattle. We've got to apportion resources a bit more fairly. We can't do that if we've got bizarre, imaginary systems. I'm one of the finest economists known to man. Watch the Trews tomorrow for more suggestions. Subscribe to Trews by clicking here on this nipple. That's it, click on it. Oh, you bastard! Oh, that was spiteful!